The Halloween update in Roblox Sol'S RNG has officially been out for 2 days now, but there are some issues that may have just broken the game, not in a good way. Today we're going to be going over all of the issues that this update has faced and the changes that could be coming to help fix them, so there is a lot to look forward to. But before we do get into it though, I am on the journey to 100,000 subscribers, and on the side of your screen are all the people who have used my insane squid luck. Now, according to today's statistics from YouTube, only 2 people watching this video are subscribed. Now, if you want any chance at winning my 100,000 subscriber giveaways, then you need to make sure to smash that big red button. Otherwise, you've got no chance at winning. But with that being said, let's get straight into the issues and problems that the Halloween update is facing. Okay, as always, all of this information is coming straight from the Sol'S RNG Discord server. So if you want to stay up to date with everything that's happening, make sure you join this Discord. Okay, so obviously on the 30th of November, we got the Halloween update, which was very cool. We obviously had the NPC, new auras, 10 of them to be specific, which was insane, and some extra little changes, new biomes, and new device. Cool, epic. Soon after this update came out though, lots of people noticed a problem. The game was really hard. Now, not only were the new biomes Graveyard and Pumpkin Moon only accessible at night, but they didn't even spawn every night, and so to get these new auras, items, gears, whatever was added in this update, it was pretty hard to come across. Now, luckily, Jack the Merchant would spawn every single time that the Pumpkin Moon biome did, which made it slightly easier. However, there were a few things that were just slightly too difficult that made players a bit angry. Firstly, the Halloween auras were not able to be obtained via breakthrough, meaning since I'm in Windy biome right now, I wouldn't be able to get the Halloween auras just with a decreased chance. You literally have to be in the Halloween biome. Like Glitch with Glitch and Oppression, you have to be in that biome to get the auras. So people thought this was super unfair, especially since you had to get the Halloween auras to be able to redeem them with Jack to get pump tokens. Yeah, people were not enjoying this update. Alongside this, if we come over to Jake's workshop very quickly, you'll be able to see an item that you've probably never seen in this update. So coming on over to the Pump Punch, which is the new device for the Halloween update, there it is, looks pretty cool. You can see we have Pumpkin's head, which you require 80 of for this device. Now, let me check my inventory. I don't have any Pumpkin's head, and this is because it's stupidly rare to find, and I mean the chances are something like 1 in 1,000 spawn rate in the Pumpkin Moon biome. So to find 80 of them for this device was absolutely unheard of, and people were finding it super difficult to craft it. So luckily all of these issues have been raised to the developers, and we've seen a few changes. So let's get into the patches and balances that the developers have put in place for the Halloween update. Okay, first of all, there was a critical issue where people could purchase anything from Jack the Merchant without paying, and you could purchase like an infinite amount. I forget what the bug really was, but it was along those lines, and it was super broken. So luckily they patched that around an hour after the initial update came out, which is great response. So after that bug happened, we then had another hotfix which prevented Lunar Full Moon from being added to the Pump Punch.
Lunar Full Moon, I can add 2 of those. Oh my god, do I not have 2 Lunar Full Moon? What? I do! Let me add it! Let me add Lunar Full Moon now. What? This is not right. Let me add Lunar Full Moon. Let me put it on auto anyway. Why can I not add it?
So that got fixed, and then they also added a warning for gifting game passes. We can't gift game passes at the moment, which is a big shame. In my Discord server, I give away so many VIP plus game passes, but I just can't gift them yet because they haven't implemented it, so I'm hoping it does come out pretty soon. Okay, and then we had the first balance patch. So this was after a lot of the issues got raised and were finally changed thanks to the developers. So now completing the daily quest will give 150 pumpkins. A lot of people felt that the pumpkins weren't spawning often enough, and since you have to redeem them for pump tokens, it was really hard to buy things from Jack the Merchant. So they upped the pumpkins to 150 from completing a daily quest. The pumpkin spawn rate increased from 20% to 50% per 30 seconds, which is great. The pumpkins spawn biome limitation, so it could only be spawned in the Pumpkin Moon biome previously, but they've now changed it so that it can be collected in every single biome, which is great. There is now a 50,000 roll requirement to the usage limit of Pumpkin's Blood. If you weren't aware, Pumpkin's Blood is now the most powerful potion in the entirety of Sol'S RNG. I haven't got one on me now, but it gives you 700,000 luck, which is insane. For reference, a Heavenly 1 gives you 20,000 and a Heavenly 2 gives you 200,000. So 700,000 luck is insane. Jack the Merchant sells 5 of these for 1,000 pump tokens each. So if you've got your pump tokens, go buy one. You might get lucky. So this change meant that your account had to have 50,000 rolls on it before you could use this Pumpkin's Blood item. The Pump Punch's roll speed debuff decreased from 100 to 50%, which is great. When it first came out, the Pump Punch device gave you 800% luck luck, but also minused your roll speed, which was sort of a curse. I think it's called the Pumpkin's Curse, but they lessened that because people felt that was quite unfair. So that's gone from 100 down to 50, which is good. And they've also removed the pumpkin ingredient from Pump Punch's crafting recipe, and this item will be restored automatically. I think it was something like 80,000, maybe it was 8,000 pumpkins you needed to be able to craft the Pump Punch. They've just removed it completely because it was quite unfair, which is fair enough. These are great balance patches. They need to be doing this more often. So good job to the developers for doing all of that. Great. We then had another balance patch update today, so around just over 24 hours after the first balance patch, and this meant that the Pumpkin's head spawn rate increased from 0.1% to 0.25% per 60 seconds. Now this is the item that you require 80 of for the Pump Punch. Now considering I have 0 of this item, I would argue that it's still very rare, but you know, maybe I'm just super unlucky. But what they also did is remove the Pumpkin's head spawn biome limitation, so it can now be spawned in all biomes, just like the pumpkins did in balance patch 1, which is great news. So people should be starting to see Pumpkin's heads spawn in their inventories if they have VIP Plus, of course, or just around the map. Now this one I'm not too sure what it means. Pumpkin Moon and the Graveyard biome cannot override any biomes except the normal biome, which is strange because I thought you'd want the biomes to appear more frequently, but this change is making it appear less frequently, which I'm really not sure what's going on about that. But you know, whatever, that's a change that's happened. So at nighttime, the Pumpkin Moon or Graveyard biomes can override the normal biome. So that's cool, I guess. And then the most important thing that's come out recently is a poll for the biome update revert. Let's check this out. Now I think there's two possible meanings to this poll. It's not really explained very well, but I think I get the gist. It says Halloween biomes can override except glitch, can override biomes its rarity is under 1,000, can't override any biomes. So I think what it's talking about is when the Halloween biomes can spawn in. So it's a lot of people have voted that they want them to override except in the glitch biome, and the other options are just less rare than that. So some people wanted it to not be able to override any biome, so they want it to appear less. This one, I think biome rarities, I think hell and rainy and stuff like that are pretty rare, along with sandstorm. I think they're the rarest biomes, so that's what it's talking about. So if they're less rare, then the Halloween biomes could override that, like windy and stuff. But more people have just wanted more Halloween biomes, which is understandable. We need the auras. Okay, what I forgot to mention was that people are also angry that you can't get the auras via breakthrough, so they could potentially be implementing this. I forgot to mention this in the video completely, so that's a shame. But yes, the developers may potentially be implementing a breakthrough system for the Halloween auras to make them a lot easier to obtain. That way, you can get more pump tokens and more rewards from Jack the Merchant, which would be very epic. So please implement this, developers, please. Also, while I'm here, please subscribe because I'm really close to 100,000. Please subscribe. Bye. So this change could potentially see the Halloween biome spawning a lot more frequently, and hopefully you'll be starting to see some of these pumpkins heads and other items spawning in your inventory. Now I just want to give you a few tips and tricks about this Halloween update because it's a great way to prepare for the next major update, Eon 2, I suppose. Now Jack the Merchant sells literally pretty much every item in the entirety of Sol's RNG, which is great, obviously to a limit. You can't buy infinite amounts. Now at the start of every major update we usually have a new end game device. So this, hold on, give me a minute. Anyway, as I was saying, so this era we obviously had the Dark Shader and the Star Shaper, and these required a lot of auras and items to be able to craft. Now to help roll faster and fill it up, I used haste 3s at the start of this era. And what does Jack the Merchant sell? You guessed it, haste 3s. So I now have 100 haste 3 potions from Jack the Merchant, and they are very cheap. I think they're about 5 pump tokens each. So in reality I only had to spend 500 pump tokens to be able to get all my haste 3 potions ready for Eon 2 or whatever the next major update will be, which is great. I highly recommend you do this. So don't immediately go for the luckiest items, or you know, get the practical things. So be getting your Stellus candles, runes of everything, things that you'll appreciate in the future. Gosh, I feel old giving you like life advice, oh my goodness. But those are all of the major changes in the Halloween update, as well as the issues that it faced on the release. Let me know down in the comments what you think of this update so far. Is it a W? Is it an L? Do let me know. I'm interested to see what you guys have to say. And have you pulled any of the insane auras yet? You know, I haven't, but it's coming. I'm sure I'll get one soon. That is gonna wrap up today's video. I really hope you did enjoy. If you did, please make sure to smash that subscribe button, as it really does help out the channel a lot. And with that being said, have a great rest of your day. Peace.